leave during halftime or stay the entire game?
I gotta be honest, I left at halftime during the last game because of the sunburn. That's all it was, but I try to stay as long as I can.
I got a sunburn too, and it hurt really badly. Where did you get your sunburn at?
On my shoulders and my back, because I was at the end of the end zone, someone was behind me. It was bad.
By looking at the NC State basketball team, who do you think has potential to go to the NBA?
Braxton Beverly, 100%.
Why?
He's a shooter. He can play in the paint. He's an all-around guy.
Right?
Yeah, I say Braxton Beverly too, because he's a shooter and he gets the job done.
Are you sure not anybody else?
I don't know. If I knew the other players, I would say yeah.
Funderburk, same reasons.
If you want more inside scoop on NC State sports, check us out next time on Hanging with the Bells.
Today is officially day one of college basketball.
What's up, Wolfpack Nation? My name's Lily, and I'm here in Carter Finley with your NC State Wolfpack for the second home game of the season. NC State is fired up after a powerful win against the ECU Pirates last weekend, and they're ready to take on the Western Carolina Catamounts today. NC State's offense will have to pick up the intensity, though, without C.J. Riley on the field. Let's see how they play. Go Pack! Who's your favorite player?
Probably Mezzi.
I love him too.
Matt McKay.
I'm going to have to go Matt McKay, the quarterback. I'd say probably Tabari Hines. All of them.
All of them, okay. And how do you think the Pack is holding up without C.J. Riley?
I think they're fine. They got wide receivers to back him up. I'm sure they definitely do better with him, but it's a shame not seeing him on the field, but they're doing great. Go Pack, baby.
Go Pack. All right, so what's your favorite game day dance move? And that's the end of another Wolfpack victory with the score 41-0. My name's Lily from PackTV, and I'm here to bring you into the Pack.
Now I want you to take a minute and think about the amazing year we just had for hockey in North Carolina. The Carolina Hurricanes going all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals of the National Hockey League. The Charlotte Checkers of the American Hockey League winning it all. But one team that flew under the radar, but is now considered to be one of the premier clubs in the ACHA, let's take a look. The NC State Ice Pack. And it's that time of year again. Welcome back. Zach Sawai here for PackTV. We're right here at NC State hockey tryouts to see who they're welcoming to their pack.
After NC State's Herculean 28-2 season, the Ice Pack are back, looking to put club hopefuls through the grit and grind to add fresh legs to their locker room.
I've been really impressed by tryouts. The compete level's been great. Our numbers have been great. I'm really not looking forward to the next hour or so when we go into decision-making time. We have some real tough and difficult decisions that we're going to have to make tonight.
Decisions were indeed hard to make, looking for new leadership in the upcoming season. But the general consensus, the Ice Pack are turning to the Silk Man himself, Ryan Kinney, to put the C on his sweater.
That's huge. It's a big honor. But I don't think it really changed anything. I think leadership comes from everybody. And if I'm doing my job, then everybody's stepping up equal amounts. And I'm just going to work hard and be an example for everybody.
Great captain and Kinney, Ryan Kinney, that is coming back for his senior year. Obviously, I know he's looking to do big things. We've got our alternates in Eric Todd and Cam Mazikowski, so I think between those three, we're going to have a good leadership group. Obviously, on the executive side of things, we'll have a pretty good group there as well. So, I mean, I look forward to it.
With great firepower comes a tougher schedule. Now with the Ice Pack's elevated status, they have been invited to a tournament up at Liberty University, where they will not only face off against the Flames, but they'll see a familiar foe in Northeastern University.
The schedule's much improved when you think about particularly that Liberty showcase. When we go up and we see Northeastern, who was at Nationals last year, you see the rematch with Liberty. You know they're going to come at us pretty hard, especially after last year, taking them out in their home barn. We really want to make sure we're prepared for the postseason with the best challenges that we have.
And that wraps up day 2 of NC State hockey tryouts. Who made the Ice Pack? We're going to find out. Be sure to stay tuned for September 21st as PackTV makes the trek along with the Ice Pack as we see them take on the Duke Blue Devils on September 21st at the Orange County Sportsplex. This has been Zach Sawaye for PackTV.
Hi, my name's Anna Rogers and I'm from Stamford, Connecticut. I think first of all I chose NC State for the tennis program. I think the coaches are great, I think the team's great, and I overall really enjoy this campus, the people that are here. And the South people are a little bit nicer and more homey. I'd say the toughest part would be balancing school and practice. It's hard with our schedule. We have class in the morning and then we have practice or lift first, and then we have the other after, depending which one goes first, and then we don't finish until 6 o'clock, and then we go straight to dinner. So we start eating at 6:30, and we're not even showered yet, so we're all just gross coming to dinner, and then we basically don't start homework until 7:38 p.m., and then we just have to get up and start all over. So balancing the time is definitely the hardest part. I'd say the team's favorite opponent is probably Clemson. I think we have always had a rivalry with them. I think we want to beat them the most out of everybody, besides obviously the UNCs and the Dukes. But I think Clemson is definitely our top one. We were in Florida playing the ITA kickoff weekend, and I won the clinching match to send us to national indoors for the first time ever in program history, which was really cool. I'd have to say volley drills where one person's back at the baseline and the other person's up at the net, and then the other person on the other side is up at the net, so it's a 3-person drill, and I think it's just really relaxing for me and I really enjoy it. I would say maybe me or Lana. We both really like to laugh, and she's more relaxed during practice than I am. She laughs a little bit more, but off the court I think I'm pretty funny, or at least people think I'm pretty funny.
Okay. Welcome to Upper Method Fields at NC State as your Wolfpack take on Clemson for their first game of the season. Now they are coming off of a win, a little scrimmage there against ECU. I'm Jasmine McCoy alongside Alex Sawyer and Miranda Janis.
right, yeah, we're really excited to see how this game plays out. Got two good teams here. We're just really excited to see this action here. No, Miranda is as well. As Clemson has possession of the ball right now. See, there's a flag here. As NC State actually changed of possession here. Seems to be a little repositioning here as we are setting up.
Yeah, repositioning here for
for NC State.
For NC State, yeah, they're kicking it off.
They're going to kick it off so that that Clemson can get this ball here.
Yeah, and noting Clemson, they were 3-3 last year, and a player really wanted the crowd to know, for us to know, that they're a very young team. 11 rookies, 5 vets, yeah. So a very, very young, poised team here.
They're lining up for their line out right now. So NC State will throw it in. The goal of this is to lift up their players and grab the ball out of the air and keep possession.
All right, let's see how this works out.
I will admit, it is very windy. This is the fall weather that I think everyone has
We've been waiting for it,
right, yes.
Spooky season, and now the spooks are happening.
Now NC State has the ball, and they have to pass it back.
Yep. All right, they are moving. They're tossing it, moving
Melissa
laterally
Cox.
here, trying to get something going.
Waiting for the tackle. NC State moves forward. So they're allowed to move forward, but just have to pass backwards.
Right.
So that's one of the co-captains. Melissa Cox with the carry.
Right.
Oh, wow.
You're
She is
bulldozing.
dragging that
There we
girl.
go.
Wow. This is an aggressive
Said come and get
team.
some.
Yeah, this is an aggressive NC State team that we'll see here today. A team that, last year in conference, they were 2-5. And they have 4 new players, but other than that, it's a very, veteran team here. Yeah. A team that knows each other. Their relationships together are very strong, and we'll see a lot of physicality from this team.
Right.
The majority of the lineup's going to be seniors.
Yes, of course.
Definitely explain some of this passing we've seen here. It's been very, very sharp. They've been really.
So this is our first scrum, I believe. Or are they lining up for that?
That's what appears, yes.
Yes, first scrum. This is interesting to watch.
I do love the scrums.
If you are tuning in and you are not a rugby person, this is definitely an entertaining, interesting sport that is very just.
So this is a result of a knock-on, which is a penalty of moving the ball forward. So both teams will line up against each other, and the other team who didn't commit the foul will roll it in, and then the hookers from each side will try to pass it back until the scrum half can get it. And then it's just the change of possession.
All right. Excited. Let's get into it.
So Clemson used to be known for their physicality, but because they are so young, we don't know how they're going to do in the scrum today.
Right. It's definitely something to look out for.
They might have been called for wheeling there. It's if they go past 45 degrees.
Right.
Yeah, the ref there explaining to them on that wheeling call.
Yeah. Just trying to make sure everybody's doing this legit. Do not want any foul play.
Now, the NC State coaching staff is Coach Red Walds and Coach Jeff Summers, coaches from last year as well. Great relationship. Red Walds is he coaches the backs for State.
Hooker. So you can see us moving forward. Clemson has
Clemson
possession, but we're coming up.
Okay, we're seeing an offense possession by Clemson for the first time today, really. So they're just moving it, getting it laterally.
I think we had a tackle there.
Yeah.
Clemson with possession there.
Right.
Nice tackle.
Definitely.
So when they tackle, the point is to go low because they could get called for a high tackle, which is anything above the shoulders.
Yeah.
Do not want that. Do not.
No, nice tackle there.
Yeah.
It's hard to see their numbers
Yeah,
from
they
there,
definitely.
but-
Rooster up front.
And
Right.
wow! Again,
That could have been called high, but
the physicality.
Yeah, you're about to say, they're definitely seeing that here today. As they're passing it out to the far left.
Nice. NC State.
Looks like NC State's going to get that, but Clemson's not going down without a fight. All right, so NC State's going to have possession here. So they're gearing up.
For another scrum.
Yep.
You can hear
That was from a result of a knock-on.
Now the Clemson coach is reminding his players to stick to what they practiced and to get around.
Got some good energy from the crowd on NC State side today.
Yeah,
Definitely.
a
Feeling
nice
good on this
crowd.
cold day.
It's a nice, it's a good crowd,
we
honestly.
even see some Bojangles. I don't know
I'm
about
happy.
you guys,
NC
but
State staple right
Might
there.
have to steal a couple fries, but
I know.
as we're getting ready for the scrum here.
So the penalty was on Clemson, so we will roll it in this time. So this is the most exhausting part of the game.
Yes.
So you'll
Definitely.
start to see these slow down as we move on.
Clemson with possession.
So this is a ruck right here. Clemson.
Oh, man. Again,
Quite the tackle
physicality
right
from this
there.
NC State team, and I smell that Bojangles.
As Clemson is out here taking it, advancing the ball up the field. Seeing them trying to pass back now. See if they can work on something. Oh,
Nice
another tackle by NC State. They're trying to squeeze that ball out.
Trying to get the ruck.
Get some
and
runners
go.
moving. They're going.
Some offense.
She okay. Ooh. All right. Still moving, still moving. They're moving about left side of the field right now. They got some movers.
And nice tackle there.
Strong tackling by NC State right now, this first half.
Clemson's got some pretty good offense, but our defense is answering each time.
Right, exactly. All right. Clemson on the move, trying to make something happen. Ooh. Looks like NC State
tackle
now
now.
has the ball. Now they are on the offensive.
And that's Alyssa Cox with a carry.
All right.
Now,
Up to co-captain.
it's interesting for, the sport is you're kind of anticipating where your team is going to be because you have to pass backwards. I know when I did a episode of
Be
Put Me in-
careful going out of bounds here.
Oh, we saw a little kick there.
Ouch.
I think we're seeing some physicality from Clemson.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, like I was saying, I had to do a episode of Put Me in Coach with Rugby, and when you're passing it backwards to the person, you kind of have to, know your team well.
Right.
And anticipate where they're going to be to make sure you're making that right pass back.
So Clemson knocked it out, so NC State will be throwing it in for the line out.
All right. NC State.
They have to be sure to throw it in straight or they get called for it.
Exactly.
Oh.
Clemson took that and they're running with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
NC
It's a
State
great
answers with some
play.
tackles.
See if they can turn it into some points.
Clemson's got some speed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ball hawking out here. All right. That's going to be a penalty right there.
So, not sure who that was on.
Yeah, we will find out soon.
Oh, it's a penalty, so they get to choose
To
if they,
kick?
yeah, if they want to kick for 3 points,
Right.
or if they want to kick it out for another line out.
Exactly.
Clemson team is very vocal. For a very young team, they're very physical and they're vocal. And I think we're seeing that advantage in this game
Right. Yeah.
as they're doing good for a young team. They're vocal, and as you can see, they're getting down the field.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
making something happen offensively, and I think that's big.
Right. Especially with this sport, physicality and communication are probably two of the biggest things that go along with the sport.
Agreed.
And they're doing that. So it's very good to see if you're a Clemson fan.
So they regain possession. I'm hoping NC State doesn't get overconfident with their age compared to this group.
Wow.
And
Right,
so
exactly.
with the
Oh.
nice.
Nice.
I don't know what it was called, but for a try to count, the ball has to be pressed to the ground,
Right. Right.
and a try is 5 points.
Correct. She was just bulldozing a second ago. That was something to watch right there. Trying to see.
Clemson came in ready.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
will say that. They came in ready.
Lots of energy.
Lots of energy.
The
And I
game
think
plan.
we can see that in their play.
Exactly.
I think with these lineouts, they practice different formations with different girls, and they can call different plays. Now NC State has the ball.
Get some variation
Running it up.
going.
Try to get it out of
Oh,
Clemson
wow.
hands. Getting dangerously close to the try line. Yes, you can kick it at any point to move it forward.
Oh.
Good work by co-captain
Yeah,
Jeff
that was
Bunt.
it's a veteran move right there.
And we have an injury.
For Clemson?
Yes.
It looks like it. That's
Or both teams.
might be.
Maybe a collision.
I think a collision.
It seems to be the case.
It seems like the NC State player shaking her head, able to communicate to the ref. I think it is a Clemson player down on the floor there. Medic is running on the field.
With the way that the tackling works, a lot of knee injuries are common in the sport.
I can understand that. That's something you hate to see.
Especially having to go below the shoulder.
Right.
Right. Wow, the crowd's pretty big today.
The crowd is very
nice crowd. I like it.
They're bundled up too. That's how
They
you
are
know.
bundled up, yeah.
Some in t-shirts, not anticipating the weather.
Right.
A little cooler today.
It is crazy. It was just 100 degrees in October. It was actually, the news said that it was a record-breaking heat for the month of October.
Right.
And now we're getting a little taste of fall. But we will see that warm weather back, I think, on
In a few
Monday
days,
or
yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah. North Carolina, you can't, you can't.
4
can't beat the
seasons,
weather.
1 week.
Right.
Exactly. Gotta love it.
So we'll start play back up.
Yeah.
Clemson player was able to walk off the field.
That's good. That's good. We like to see that.
Sportsmanship, 100%.
Exactly. Hopefully she's okay.
I'm not sure how they do substitutions. I don't really see too many girls on the sidelines for Clemson.
Yeah.
That might come into play later as this game wears on.
Now, I will admit, I do see some for State. I think those are their water and yeah, with the jersey. So, yeah, only 2 subs for Clemson. I don't see any for State.
Oh, I think there are a few subs in the jerseys, but they just help out with water.
Right.
Oh.
Now that
so
is
I
a
think
strong
the whistle was
tackle.
blown during the injury for a knock-on, and that's why that scrum resulted.
Strong tackle for NC State.
Nice.
Yeah. Clemson is
Teamwork
moving that ball
and
around.
ruck.
Getting it over.
NC State is getting after it.
Really are. They're just, oof. Gang tackling here. Okay,
Nice
Clemson-
tackle again from NC State.
Clemson still passing it, still trying to make something
one of our
work
players
here.
holding their shoulders,
Oh.
like something's wrong.
Yeah. Might have another injury here.
What tends to happen with injuries in rugby is they continue to play.
Right.
I think her shoulder is.
If it doesn't, if it's not
Her
interrupting the game. Yeah.
So her shoulder is dislocated right now. I think the medic here might pop it back in.
That seems
That
to be
proves
what's
the
happening.
toughness that you need for this sport.
Oh yeah, that says so much about the women that are out here.
Yeah.
And you know, with this big of a crowd, I think it just shows the respect that people have for every individual on the field right now.
Exactly.
I'm a little concerned with how little offense we've had.
Yeah.
With holding the ball. I was expecting a little bit more, but our
Clemson-
defense can answer, but it's still a little.
Yeah, you raise a great point. You know, the ball has been on this side of the Clemson's field for a really long time. I don't think we've even made it.
No, I don't think we've
down
left
there.
their half. So, we got to get this tackle. It looks like they're about to get a try, and if the ball touches down, they'll call it.
And
I'm not sure.
All right, we are
What's going on?
getting
Are they
something
lining
going
up for
here.
another scrum?
Little
Is that what's going on?
little sideline report here. The player that did come out holding her shoulder was just able to lift both arms up in the air. She possibly will be running back onto the field to play.
Yeah, just another further display of toughness in this sport. Like, my goodness.
And I
But-
think they stopped play too now.
Right.
Their coach is saying run
Maybe
it.
substitution.
Yeah.
I think
Is
so.
that what's
Yeah.
going on?
I mean,
Yes.
she's walking. She looks okay, but I think she might just be taking a little bit of time out here. But I just know, you know, if I dislocate my shoulder, I'm out 3 weeks. You know, I'm taking.
I think this is club president Amy Hogan coming
Yeah.
in, number 21.
There we go. Go.
So the numbering is really important in rugby because 1 through 8 are the designated forwards, and so they're the ones that line up in the scrum.
Exactly.
Everybody else is going to be the backs and the wings that do the running.
Definitely, as we're lining up for this scrum, super important, so close to the goal line here.
Very critical time. It'll be interesting to see how NC State answers here.
Yep.
You know, Clemson hasn't been able to capitalize on these moments.
Right, exactly. Clemson definitely has a lot of the momentum here right now, just for how long they've been on offense, it seems like. So we're excited for the scrum right here. See how it
Rolls
goes.
it in. Let's see who gets possession. This is crucial for NC State. We got the ball.
All right, let's see what NC State can do with it.
I'm not sure what that meant.
Yeah, so we're just.
Is this another scrum?
It could be. We're trying to see some clarification.
So we're going to
from
start to see the lineups to be a little slower as they move on.
Right. Right. The second scrum here.
Take their places.
Getting ready here. Let's see who wins this one. This is big. This is big right here.
And Clemson. Oh, man.
Clemson. Oh, she just lowered the shoulder right there.
Amy Hogan with a tackle. And a try is called. So
There we go.
Clemson scored 5 points with that, and they'll be able to kick for a conversion, which is 2 points.
Exactly. All right.
I think
Clemson,
that just,
you know, young team, but they definitely had all the energy right now, and they were able to get that try. Very, very exciting if you're a Clemson fan right now.
and check out that replay.
Yeah, it was just all power right there. That
All
is
power, yeah.
Love to see it.
Especially from a very young team.
Yeah.
I mean, coming off of 3-3.
Exactly.
You know, it just shows that they've grown.
Traditionally for this program, they are known to be pretty good. So the last couple of years, they've done very well, especially against us.
And I think that says a lot about their coaching and their ability of their veterans. You know, they only have 5 vets. That means those 5 veterans stepped up for Clemson and was able to kind of just lead the way and show that young team, you know, and carry on that prestigious program.
Exactly. As we're lining up for this kick, we're going to see if they can get it to 7-0. It's a very, it's far left, so that's definitely some difficulty there.
And it is no good.
Just a little short.
So it has to clear the goalpost
Right.
for its account. So
Exactly.
we move on with Clemson 5, NC State 0, and we'll start again from the half.
Yeah, if you're NC State, you're not freaking out right now, but you definitely want to see. Let's try to get on offense. Let's try to get something moving, some nice passes going. Just did not see that in these first half of the half, I guess you would call it. So.
And I think, you know, what you said, Miranda, about numbers being important. You just heard that Clemson coach say, know your numbers.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I think that's big. You know, that communication for Clemson is big. You hear them talking, and I think that's why, you know, they were able to put some numbers on the board.
Exactly.
There's a lot of utility, too, when it comes to the positions. So knowing your number is essential of where you're supposed to be versus where you might want to be.
Exactly. Very, very important, One of my favorite lines from The Rock is, know your role. You have to know your role. So that's basically what the coach wants his players to do right now.
I thought you were going to say, do you smell?
Oh, now I could do that. I have some pretty good wrestling impressions. Not going to pull them out right now, but we'll see that at halftime. As appears to be another scrum here, gearing up.
Kickoff.
Let's see who wins this. This very big.
NC State's coach yelling about lining up correctly, marking well for Clemson. Maybe another wheeling call? Is that what just happened?
That's what it kind of looks like. 'Cause I saw them going at an angle. I do not think that was appropriate angling for them, for either team, really.
Yeah.
We just had to go ahead and get a little restart.
The wheeling's kind of a testament of strength in the front.
Exactly.
So. It's almost similar to like a false start in football, you know?
Right. Yes, exactly. That is.
Trying to get that energy forward right away.
Right. Okay.
We got a roll in, hooker to Clemson. I'm impressed with Clemson's hooker.
Yeah, that was a
She's
good
won
job.
a lot of these scrums.
Right. They're back with the ball.
NC State needs to answer here.
Get something going.
And go forward.
But they got runners lined up. Oh no, she just broke free.
Oh.
She's going.
She is going. Wow, what a play by Clemson.
That is what I'm talking about right there. That is what you love to see. Just that nice, just bulldozing through the defense.
Is this another knock? Nope. I think this is a penalty.
I think that just speaks on the physicality of this Clemson team. Again, very young, but 11 rookies, you cannot tell on the
There's
field.
some speed on their wings right there. Nice tackle by Amy
that's
Hogan.
that we like to see that.
Clemson in the ruck, passing it back.
They're going.
Another tackle for NC State. What's so fun about this sport is how quickly you can move up the field without even stopping.
Things can happen in an instant.
Yeah. It's very continuous play.
And, going into this game, I mean, Clemson has the advantage the entire time. I don't think the ball has really gone on the other side of the field in the Wolfpack's favor.
Yeah, it's definitely been kind of one-sided right now in terms of who has the ball. It's a lot of possession time for Clemson.
I'm not sure how we're going to answer this. Tackle by number 12.
All right, Clemson, they're swinging it right now. Working that left side of the field.
Good passing and communication
Another
for
good
Clemson.
pass. Oh, no, she's trying to cut. She's trying to find somebody to get to.
And then playing in their ruck. Clemson still has the ball.
They're working it.
Wow. I'm really impressed by their communication on Clemson's team.
It's definitely a good indicator for the rest of the season there.
Flying through the field.
Yeah. NC State trying to stop them here, but these passes are just so sharp, so crisp. It's really hard to beat them.
Let's get the ball here. And Clemson remains in possession.
Okay, Clemson, now they're on the far right side, just working it. And, we're just, there we go.
Are they preparing?
Yeah, they're just lining up here.
Is this another? All right. We can't really hear what the ref is saying, but I think he's getting on.
This is another line out.
Yeah.
Right.
The ball went out. Actually, no, this is scrum.
A scrum, yeah.
Actually,
it was just so far towards the
opposite
outline.
end. They're lining up for the scrum here. Okay, let's see who wins this. It's big for NC State. It looks like they've gotten it, but need to start having something happening here.
Forward. Nice speed, but no one.
Yeah, just
no one
there to pass it to.
Again, that's knowing anticipating where your teammate's going to be. But that's also your teammate's job to be in the right spot.
Exactly.
Yeah. NC State, nice with the ruck, continue with possession.
Trying to find some people.
NC
State. Oh, nice. Now we're moving.
It's a nice little run right there.
Let's see if NC State can just get it down the field.
Exactly. No. Another long pass.
You hear from the sideline some yelling for NC State.
Spirited crowd today.
Spirited crowd that knows this team. They obviously support this team, and maybe that's a sign that NC State isn't playing how they're normally used to playing.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Clemson with possession there. Again, Wolfpack can't just get it down the field.
We had some excitement there, but hopefully we can see it again.
Most definitely. Just Clemson with the ball again. My goodness. They're killing it right now. So they're swinging it out, swinging it out far right.
Look at that. I mean,
nice tackle
great,
by NC State.
Great movement there.
Yeah.
For the ball for Clemson, but NC State, they have those moments where they can have a good tackle.
Yeah, like defensively though, they're using that hit stick, but Clemson, those sharp passes are really cutting into them right now.
I agree. Some great runs there by Melbia Fuller for Clemson. She's just getting the ball down.
Really okay. Oh, they got some run. They got some passers right here. They got some people. Oh, they're cutting and they're bobbing and weaving.
Lost the tackle there. Alyssa Cox with a tackle.
Another swing.
Clemson remains in control, getting close to the try line.
Right. Scraping at the door. Oh,
wow.
no, that's a move right there.
And another try for Clemson.
Yes.
That's
that cut. I mean, she just broke some ankles there. That is, get some medics out here.
That is 10 for Clemson.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to kick for 2 again with a conversion.
I think that win, they have to keep in mind that win. This one is strong out here.
It is. It is.
The last kick was just a little short.
Definitely going to see how they're positioned here. It looks to be a little more head-on here.
Somebody else taking the kick today.
Right.
I believe so. That's number 13, Brittany McOne.
Right, so you saw the first kick was from the far left, and now it seems to be a little bit more center to the goalpost, so there might be a little bit higher success rate here. Yeah. She's gearing up, lining it up. Really, as a kicker in high school, I played wide receiver and kicker, and it's definitely a lot of nerves that go through your head. Just lining up, trying to make sure it's right, you know, and you know, sometimes it just doesn't go.
And that one was short.
That's what we saw there.
It's not easy kicking a
It's
rugby
really
ball.
not, because that's all you think about. If you're, especially if you're just a kicker, like that's all you think about.
Yeah, and it's
during the
not
game.
easy kicking the rugby ball. I mean,
Yeah,
I know
it is
I've
definitely.
kicked one before,
Yeah, I've kicked
and it
footballs.
was not easy.
Never a rugby ball. It's definitely, yeah. So, all right, that kick was no good. So now the score is 10-0. Clemson leading. NC State trying to get some offense going. It's a little bit quiet day for them offensively. Despite the score, they've played some good defense. They've had some good defensive moments, but Clemson has just really been attacking them with those short passes. So you get the kick.
A bad kick there. I know we hear some Wolfpack.
So that'll be called as a knock, and they'll start off with a scrum.
Right.
Yeah, some frustration by a coach there. After that kick, we heard kind of a grr.
Possibly. That.
I don't know what sound that was. Yeah,
sort of
everything.
animalistic noise.
Just know that that's not the outcome they wanted from that
Yes,
kick.
clearly. Upset
Another
about that.
scrum here.
Clemson's really been dominating these scrums. Let's see if NC State can do something about that.
This is their time. You know, you're lined up middle. Let's get it on this other side of the field.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's their physicality or the formation that's lacking.
Right,
Why
it's definitely
NC State
something.
can't answer. See, you saw Clemson overpower them just a little.
Yeah, it's something you'd have to address at halftime, I think.
And nice NC State coming back.
Yeah.
Trying to get the
Oh,
ball.
wow.
Oh, she just laid out the stiff arm.
Yeah,
little
stiff
Marshawn
arming.
Lynch action going here.
Oh, get the ball back there, playing in the rut currently.
There we go.
No NC State players there.
Now, I will ask you a question. You know, they tend to stay on the side of the right. Why don't they go left?
I'm not really sure.
Is that just something that they favor, maybe?
Formation thing.
Okay. I thought I would ask,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. I mean, it's a good question. You know, there's definitely they are favoring one side.
And it's working for them,
Yeah.
so I can see why they keep doing it. I
Right.
just was curious.
It might be just familiarity, you know.
Right.
Like I play basketball. I tend to take most of my shots from the right side.
Right. The dominant hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Got some more energy from the NC State sideline as we line up
Yeah.
again for the scrum.
Right here, and they're trying to channel some of that energy there.
Yeah.
See how this
10
one
minutes
goes.
remaining in the first.
Right.
Really feeling it with all these scrums. I think a call for wheeling.
Gotta
Not
stop
sure.
without wheeling.
I'm not sure what the sir is motioning towards. Maybe improper alignment.
Right, yeah. I'm seeing some movation with his
Yeah.
hands there, and definitely.
And great job by, you know, the officiating for this. You know,
Yeah.
he's very
Yes.
vocal
Yeah.
and telling
He lets them know.
Right, and I think that's important, and that's how you have a good game. You know what I mean? It's a learning experience, a learning fun experience, and I think.
And it's hard because there's only one official out there, so it's not like he gets any backup or anything. We've got kids in the sidelines to call it when it's out. So.
Right.
But this is pretty typical for club rugby.
Right. Oh, and they're
Again,
Clemson.
Little
NC State has a
miscommunication
chance to
That's a good
move
tackle.
forward. Nice tackle by Alyssa Cox. So they're playing in their ruck.
Right.
Nice answer by NC State.
Clemson still trying to work it though.
Trying to
Oh,
keep it on the side. NC State now has the ball, passing it back, going forward.
They're moving, they're hustling. NC
Nice
State
to
is.
see some offense from NC
Intensity,
State.
yes.
The crowd is going wild
Yep.
at this point. Nice to have the ball.
Oh, man.
Oh, no,
And
that
she-
was
She is dragging that defender.
my
She's got an elbow
goodness.
to the face.
Somebody
Oh,
help her.
And we're moving forward. It's nice to see that NC State can really move the ball once
Yeah,
they
NC
get
State,
it.
yeah, once they actually
Yeah.
get it, they're moving it. They're cutting,
It's one of their backs.
wheeling and dealing.
Nice.
Ooh, styling and profiling. Okay, here we go. We're seeing something here.
Oh, was that called as a knock?
Yeah. So it's looking
you
like.
see some frustration from NC State.
Yeah.
Oh, it was called as penalty. Clemson's coach is known for being very vocal.
Yep, definitely. Getting them some assignments, places to go, places to be. That's what we're seeing here. As NC State kicks it. Oh, she's booking it.
Gotta get the ball back.
Seems to be
NC
a little
State
bit of-
trying to regain control, but Clemson continues to have
Clemson.
possession. Tackle by number 4.
They're trying to rattle off some runs here.
I wonder if Clemson's young team is losing any energy.
Right. Definitely.
Oh, wow.
Maybe NC State can
Ooh.
answer with their experience.
Little Deion Sanders action here. She just goes ahead and picks
Nice.
that off.
Moving forward. Not sure what the call was for, but here's some cheers.
Yeah, appears to be in NC State's favor.
Yeah.
All right, as they are moving down the far right sideline. Getting close to being able to get a try, but just not there yet.
Is that called as a knock? I'm not sure.
Right. Gonna have to wait for further clarification from the referee. All right, we're just getting lined up here. For this,
They trying to kick?
that's, yeah, this is what appears to be, possibly.
So they might be. So that might have been a penalty, and they might take the option to kick for 3.
Right. Right. You know, if you're NC State, it's a fair shot to take. Oh, but they are instead just taking the ball.
Did they take it? And is it a try?
Oh,
no,
no,
NC State
does
still has the
not.
ball, but we're moving forward. Nice catch.
Still, yeah, that was hands
that
right
was
there.
out of the air.
Yeah, she snagged that one.
Got to get in the ruck. And what was called?
And let's see.
Yeah, another foul.
What is...
Appears to be some,
Is this a...
I think another penalty?
Yeah, we see the
Yeah.
refs.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. The ref initiating. Yeah, he's coaching them up there, as you can see,
right.
towards the right of our screen.
So we are lining up here.
I think
Clemson player running off, not sure what's going on.
so. She got a penalty, and I believe that they have to be down a player.
Oh,
For I think 10 minutes might be the rule I heard.
Right. It's a
That's
big
nice
opportunity
catch
for
by
NC
Alyssa.
State.
And
Moving forward.
let's see.
Oh.
I can't really tell what's going on.
Right.
No try was called because I don't think possession was there in time before it went out.
Right. Right.
When they're that far down the field, I don't know if they do another line out when it goes out.
You hear the coach saying 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes. Just hold them off for 4
Yeah.
minutes, you know.
Coaching urgency.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Right. As lining back up. Score is 10-0 Clemson leading. It's a kick. Far right line drive. NC State
Moving forward for
recovers.
NC State.
Trying to make something work here before the half.
That really puts NC State back from their try line.
Yeah.
Got some ground to cover.
You know, it's like NC State was able to get there, and then they just were pushed back. I think
So close.
they just have to keep pushing. And Clemson is down one player.
Yeah,
you know, they should be able to capitalize
That
on
is
them.
definitely.
But I think it's a testament to Clemson to be doing this well.
Yeah.
In these high pressure situations.
High props to Clemson here.
And I think that goes back to that coaching. This is a
Yeah.
young team. They are down one player. The vocality.
Yeah,
that's-
once again, you know, we talked about communication with the team, but we also have communication with the coach and the team.
Right.
You know, just further emphasizing how well they've been doing today.
Oh.
All right, they won that toss-up.
NC State was able to get that ball.
Nice.
Oh, and NC
Wow,
State's running.
great
Forward,
run.
NC State moving forward on the edge.
I'll
Let's see
just
if it's
bullying
called out
them
for
right
another
now.
line out.
I think we're seeing some physicality in NC State now. I think
Yeah.
I
A
think they
little more
finally
urgency.
they finally
Yeah.
got down the field and they're like,
Exactly.
yes, we're
Yeah.
here. Let's get
Yeah.
this.
Some things are
Ears
clicking
perked
now.
up.
Right.
Yeah. Engines rolling.
Another lift up here.
I think this is the best part.
Oh
It is
yeah.
That wasn't
Definitely.
really. I don't know how straight that was thrown, but
Yeah.
nothing was called.
Oh,
And the referee's gonna blow the whistle there. You know, in these moments, I can see why, like, in professional sports, like the NFL, they give the referee a mic and they play it. Because you're
Yeah.
like, what is going
Yeah.
on? You know, in these moments.
It
you're
doesn't seem like there's any like specific hand movements for
Right.
when he
either.
calls
So you're like,
things,
and you're
it's
so
hard to
into
know.
this game. You're
Yeah.
so
Little
into this
tough,
game,
yeah.
and you don't know, you know, what's being called and why.
right, right. Definitely, as NC State, they're running with it. They are running. It's a little
They're
spin
still
move.
moving up forward.
Trying to find some people to pass to.
NC State talking on the field, even though Clemson has the ball. You know, see if they
Wow.
can get it
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
NC State pushing them back.
And this is the time to get it.
Moving
You
under
know,
a minute left. You know,
Looking for a tackle by number 3.
definitely.
Looking to regain possession.
NC State definitely, you know, We're looking
Nice
for a
low
quick
tackle.
score.
37 seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely the time. Time for some
We're
quick
getting
action
down to
here.
it. Doesn't look like NC State will get the ball on time
Right.
before this half ends.
Clemson just dominating time of possession like they've been doing all half.
NC State got it back, but nope.
All right, 17 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean,
See what they can do with
what's
that.
happening here?
Oh, man. Ball up in the air. 8 seconds left. I think no team is going to be able to. Yeah.
Definitely.
Or they're going to call it right there for the first.
Right.
Call the half. Nice.
Definitely. A dominating first half for Clemson here. Scores 10-0. Clemson leading. Really dominated the time of possession. Just ball control, ball movement. NC State definitely has to make some adjustments for this second half. You're watching PackTV in our presentation of NC State's women's rugby versus Clemson. And we'll be right back.
At Potbelly, everything you find is a little bit happier, sweeter, fresher, groovier, and yummier. Why? Because at Potbelly, we know it's never enough to just eat lunch. You gotta feed your smile. Swing by for our new turkey club, handcrafted to make you smile.
We purchased the land about 3 years ago, and there was an old farmstead on there with trees. We were going to clear the land so we could farm through it. We thought we knew where the pipe was and it wouldn't be a problem, so we didn't call to get it located. The work on our property led to the damage of a light crude pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 and clicking before you dig are free services. It only takes minutes and can save your life.
Locally owned and operated by an NC State graduate, the Red and White Shop is your one-stop shop for all things Wolfpack. Located in the Ridgewood Shopping Center off of Wade Avenue, the Red and White Shop recently expanded from 2,400 to 5,400 square feet. Whether you're in need of tailgating essentials, decals and magnets, home goods, apparel for people of all ages, or sporting goods, the Red and White Shop has it all. Stop by today for your NC State needs.
This university is on a march to achieve our full potential.
We help empower each other to dream big and do big.
That's why I really love our slogan, Think and Do. When you get these folks from NC State, they don't mind rolling up their sleeves and getting their hands dirty.
Companies want to hire NC State students.
We make something impossible possible.
We've been equipped to go out there and do great things and to change the world.
It's in the DNA of the place. We're here to think and do the extraordinary.
All right, welcome back. This is PackTV in our presentation of women's rugby. We got NC State playing Clemson. I'm Alex Sawyer, joined by Jasmine McCoy and Miranda Janis. And, Jasmine, what have you seen this first half?
I've seen a very young, aggressive Clemson team, a Clemson team that's been able to capitalize on every offensive game they have had, but also defensively. If you've noticed throughout this game that the ball has stayed on Clemson's side of the field, and I think that they've just been able, with the young team, well-coached, well-vocal team, to capitalize on those moments.
Right. Definitely something we've seen this first half. And Miranda, what do you think NC State needs to do for the second half in order to get back in this game?
I think once they get the ball, they need to keep the ball. They're doing a really good job defensively and answering with tackles every time Clemson has the ball, but they need to run it a little bit more towards their side of the field.
All right, you heard it here. We're gearing up for this second half. This is PackTV in our presentation of women's rugby. We'll be right back.
Locally owned and operated by an NC State graduate, the Red and White Shop is your one-stop shop for all things Wolfpack. Located in the Ridgewood Shopping Center off of Wade Avenue, the Red and White Shop recently expanded from 2,400 to 5,400 square feet. Whether you're in need of tailgating essentials, decals and magnets, home goods, apparel for people of all ages, or sporting goods, the Red and White Shop has it all. Stop by today for your NC State needs.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
All right, here we are, halftime of this women's rugby game between NC State and Clemson. You know, both teams are still huddled up right now. Coaches are giving their halftime adjustments. This is PackTV, and we'll be right back with the second half of this game.
At Potbelly, everything you find is a little bit happier, sweeter, fresher, groovier, and yummier. Why? Because at Potbelly, we know it's never enough to just eat lunch. You gotta feed your smile. Swing by for our new turkey club, handcrafted to make you smile.
We purchased the land about 3 years ago, and there was an old farmstead on there with trees. We were going to clear the land so we could farm through it. We thought we knew where the pipe was and it wouldn't be a problem, so we didn't call to get it located. The work on our property led to the damage of a light crude pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 and clicking before you dig are free services. It only takes minutes and can save your life.
Locally owned and operated by an NC State graduate, the Red and White Shop is your one-stop shop for all things Wolfpack. Located in the Ridgewood Shopping Center off of Wade Avenue, the Red and White Shop recently expanded from 2,400 to 5,400 square feet. Whether you're in need of tailgating essentials, decals and magnets, home goods, apparel for people of all ages, or sporting goods, the Red and White Shop has it all. Stop by today for your NC State needs.
This university is on a march to achieve our full potential.
We help empower each other to dream big and do big.
That's why I really love our slogan, Think and Do. When you get these folks from NC State, they don't mind rolling up their sleeves and getting their hands dirty.
Companies want to hire NC State students.
We make something impossible possible.
We've been equipped to go out there and do great things and to change the world.
It's in the DNA of the place. We're here to think and do the extraordinary.
I'd say just a couple, because like ESPN sort of like does like football and like basketball, and, you know, those ones. But
you can see wrestling sometimes.
Yeah, we've done some wrestling stuff. All right, and we are back. This is PackTV. I'm Alex Sawyer, joined by Jasmine McCoy and Miranda Janis with, our presentation of this women's rugby game between NC State and Clemson. Clemson leading right now 10-0 as we're getting this second half started. Very excited to see how this one shapes up.
Yeah, it's a great match here. Two strong teams going at it. Very young Clemson versus a veteran NC State team here. Both physical, both showing some physicality. I know Clemson had it from the jump, but we definitely started seeing some physicality from the Wolfpack at the end of the first half.
Right, definitely.
We've seen a lot of offense from Clemson at the start. NC State started to pick it up just at the end of the first half, but hopefully we can see a little more excitement from both sides this half.
Right, as that kick, NC State cleanly recovers. Trying to get something going here on offense. Ooh, she sheds that tackle. Eventually brought down.
Run by Alyssa Cox.
Another good tackle by Clemson. Trying to find an outlet here. Oh, but Clemson recovers. And they're running. Right. Okay, they got some movers, got some shakers.
So interesting because a lot of these players from both sides don't have a lot of experience in rugby. Like, this isn't something that they played.
Right.
And Clemson made a lot of coverage with that run.
Yeah, it was definitely a breakthrough right there for Clemson.
NC State.
NC State, they're on their heels right now.
Yeah.
Clemson is dangerously close right here. Anything can happen from here. If anybody finds an open lane, it might be over for them. Clemson still moving.
And I think Clemson might still be down one player from that penalty. Oh,
right.
I see her on the side right here.
Yep. Still with her coach, still being vocal. Oh,
NC State with a run.
This is a breakaway here.
Breakaway.
Oh, she's trying to put on the burners, but just got stopped.
Tackle just past the half.
Oh, and Clemson's got it now.
Oh, wow.
A turnover there.
Answering quickly from both sides.
We're seeing a lot of movement here. There's wind picking up a little bit.
And now we're going to line up for a line out.
Right.
NC State throwing it in. Waiting for the formations.
Let's see if some adjustments were made. These throw-ins have been going Clemson's way for the most part. All right.
We have a lineup right here.
Nice throw, and NC State with a carry. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Continue.
Ooh.
Passing a little awkward.
Yeah, not quite able to get it going. Ooh, Clemson. She found some space.
Their wings are definitely fast on the Clemson's roster.
Most definitely got some quickness with them.
Actually finding speeds from all positions.
Exactly. Just moving it along. Clemson still fighting, still going, still trying to get this ball past the goal, past the try line.
Clemson remains in control, but NC State looking to take over.
Exactly.
Stopping them just before the try.
But Clemson will not go down. They just, they're relentless.
And is that another score for Clemson?
Wow.
5 points with that try.
All right.
Wow. This is a, so they have moved the score from the scoreboard to now that digital clock there.
Right, exactly. So, but the
Portable
score
call.
should be 15-0 right now.
Correct.
Clemson leading.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we have a lot of problems with that scoreboard. It's a solar powered, but apparently the sun just is not strong enough today. It happens, you know. But I can keep a score in my head right now. So it's 15-0. Clemson leading.
So now Clemson's going to line up for conversion kick, which could be additional 2 points.
Right, right. The
Now this
first
is-
two are unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Let's see how this third one shapes up.
Nice little water break there.
Exactly. Definitely need it. You know, just because the sun isn't out doesn't mean that, you know, you don't get tired. All this running around they're doing, it's ridiculous. I could not do it myself.
And it was no good on that attempt. Gotta
So the
imagine
scores-
Clemson's feeling pretty good right now with this
Yep.
strong showing.
Yep. 15-0.
I'm laughing there because we had somebody
Bump into our wires,
bump
you
it.
know.
Yeah.
Hate to see it, but
Yeah, set up some
we
little
will
cones or something.
persevere. Yep.
The show must go on, folks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know who said that, but they were right when they said it. As we are getting ready.
I would bet it was Aristotle. He was smart.
That is. It's a smart dude.
So we're lining up for a kickoff after that score.
And Clemson's player that was out for penalty is back in the game.
Hey.
I guess she waited her full 10 minutes.
Right.
Nice tackle by NC State.
Good job, Claire!
Pushing it back, trying to regain control. And NC State has the ball now.
Trying to make something work
Amy
here.
Hogan with the carry. And we're moving
Right.
up the field.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
they're just
Nice to
slowly,
see some
methodically
improvement.
moving it up.
We have an injury on the
yeah.
field. Great
Okay,
sportsmanship
yeah, she's
from
helping
both
her up.
teams.
You
You
love
know,
to see that.
you respect the game.
Right, right.
Respect it.
Yeah, there's a lot of respect going on here.
So this is taken as a penalty.
Exactly.
So NC State has the chance to kick it forward.
Right. They are lining up, getting in position here.
Oh!
Oh,
Sorry.
So
No.
this game is definitely played with hands and feet. So they have the option to kick whenever they want.
Literally. Even if there's a person right in front of you.
Might have been a case of targeting there.
Wow.
And so now we line up for a scrum as a result of that knock.
All right, let's see who's going to win this scrum right here. Very integral in this game. NC State kind of on their heels right now. Trying to lower this gap here.
NC State looking to improve up the field.
And ball is in favor on Clemson's side there. And
could it be
let's
more
see.
wheeling? Maybe an injury?
I think
Proper
both.
formation.
Yeah.
If not one all.
We have a kneeled player down on the floor.
Yeah, that
Looks
does
like she's
usually.
tying her shoe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there was another one.
So as I said before, as you get closer, as the game rolls on, the scrums line up a little lower and go a little, have a slower start.
Right, right. Somebody's got the more cowbell, you know.
That's an old school
For-
cowbell
yeah.
over there.
A little SNL fans here don't
Nice
know
and
unless
rusted.
you're like, yeah. All right.
And here we go.
Go. Okay, get this scrum started.
And so the point of the caps isn't necessarily for like head protection or concussion protection. It's more for their ears when they line up in the scrum.
Right, I can
Because
totally-
shoulders will rip on their ears a
Ooh,
little
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not want that.
You know, I always wondered why in basketball you can never have your, earrings in during a game.
Yeah.
But this makes sense.
Yeah.
You would not
Exactly.
want earrings
Yeah.
pointing things in your ear when you're going
Oof.
shoulder to,
Or even if you
Definitely.
are a back, like you see number 14 out in the field, she might
Right.
have piercings that she doesn't want to take out. And has to wear
Exactly.
a scrum cap.
Yeah.
So
Totally
that's a good
understand.
point to bring up.
Thanks, Miranda. Thanks.
their scrum, middle of the field. NC State's still making improvements.
The fact that the
It's
ball
on NC State's side, nice.
The fact that the ball's staying in the middle shows that both teams are going at it. You know,
Right.
there's not one side, favoring like the first half. This is
Exactly.
going back and forth here.
Much more even half here than
Yeah.
what we've seen in the first.
A lot more energy from both sides, I think.
Exactly.
It's good to see.
NC State kind of feeling that urgency.
Cough. Oh, a penalty. Guess they didn't line up in time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it's appearing to be.
Coaches were yelling to take it quick, but that wasn't the case.
Right. I think the coach is kind of frustrated with her team. You know, they should know these things.
Exactly.
Being veterans, I think she's mad that they're not being able to get, capitalize on those moments.
Yeah.
NC State with possession there.
Moving it. Trying to make something happen here offensively.
Another thing with this team is they're known for having utility. So a lot of people being able to play in a lot of positions. But I think with just their second game, they're figuring out who goes where and how well they can play with those spots.
Definitely something to figure out early in the season.
Right.
Help you down the line.
So Clemson's already played 6 games, and NC State's only played 1 friendly. So
It's definitely.
I think there's still some experience just in the semester that needs to be worked out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and the team figuring each other's their roles out and things like that.
Exactly.
Communication, we can see that in Clemson that they've been playing a couple of games together because of how vocal they are on the field.
Right.
And that's the thing, young teams learn very quickly. So
Right.
Those 6
Eager.
games definitely that's a lot of experience there for them. All right, we're just lining up here. After
Substitution?
Substitution.
The Wolfpack wants the scrum. You heard it here, folks.
More scrum, more cowbell. I like it.
You kind of need that. You kind of need that energy.
Honestly.
On a day like this, the sun's not out, it's cold.
You got to be the sun that brightens your day. So that's what NC State sideline's doing right now. All right. We're just trying to get that right positioning here.
Nice drawn out start here.
We'll make sure everything's all good here before we start this scrum.
Again, great job by the officiating,
Exactly. I mean, it's just him out there,
Looks like it's
So.
going towards Clemson sides, but NC
Oh,
State.
NC State. They're
Toss back to
moving.
number 12, and we move forward. NC State
see.
answering some offense.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the
Great
cut, the
breakthrough there. Great breakthrough there by number
forward.
11.
Hopefully they can keep it.
Leah Pennington had a great run right there. I think that was a big boost in that Wolfpack self-esteem.
Exactly. Very important.
So I think for NC State is once they get the ball, they need to continue to keep the ball. And hopefully they can do a little more with that than they did the first half.
Exactly. They've definitely they've had some good moments here. Just have not been able to put any consecutive moments together, really. So that's what we're kind of looking for if you're an NC State fan.
So Clemson throwing it in for this line out.
Let's see who wins this one.
And the key is to get up there and throw the ball straight as possible, correct?
Correct.
Right.
So they don't get called for anything.
Oh.
A little sloppy pass there.
NC State's putting pressure on Clemson
what a
right
tackle
here.
there by the Wolfpack.
Nice.
Oh, and that ball is loose.
See
That
who
ball is
takes-
loose. Right. As NC State recovers. They're moving.
getting close.
Trying to find some
Nice
passes
pass by
laterally.
Amy.
Oh, she breaks that first
And we're
tackle.
moving forward.
Just
nice
there
passing.
we go. Oh, nice little one-handed snag. Ooh.
Nice. It's an impressive catch by
Yeah.
Leah Pennington.
Showing those hands. All right. Trying to get something going here up the right side. Another pass back. She's cutting. She's cutting. Oh, she breaks that first tackle.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking
Enough
about.
of a break.
You cannot arm tackle her.
Yeah, you see that Wolfpack getting
Yeah,
physical and just
right
running.
down. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's Clemson. Clemson looks like they got the
Clemson
ball
able
here.
to take it away.
Yeah, this little strip away.
You hear someone in the crowd go, "What's happened?" a lot of back
confusion.
and forth
Yeah,
there.
it's definitely been a little tug of war here.
Some players down on the field.
Yeah, they're a little slow to get up.
Fatigue,
Okay.
I don't know.
I was just going to say.
Right.
It's
you
a
can start
lot.
to see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. A lot of pushing and pulling, tackling, running. Everything in use.
Exactly.
You know, you hear a coach saying, "You're so close, guys. Keep pushing," and I think the Wolfpack are.
It's definitely sentiment right here.
So I think another penalty was called, so NC State will be able to kick it forward.
Okay. See what they can do
That's
with
why
this.
they're yelling quick. Nice. Start with the breakthrough and then
Oh, Clemson has
a
the
little
ball.
more pressure.
Oh, there we go.
You can see how quickly that shifts by change of possession.
Yeah, ball has changed hands a lot recently. NC State now has the ball.
You can see how difficult it is to score in this game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially once it gets close to that try line.
Or even if someone's saying, "But why is the
And a
score?"
try is called.
But if someone's saying, "Then why is the score 15-5 and it's so difficult to score?" You know how much time it took?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
like it
Like people
definitely
have to
is,
take into
you know.
consideration the time that this
And
takes.
each score is like worth a good amount of points. So
Right. Yep. All right, NC State gets some points on the board. Score is now 15-5. Clemson leading with a kick try about to happen here for the possibility for 2 more points for NC State. See how that one goes.
she's lining up.
Let's see if we can have the first made kick
Yeah,
of this
it's
game.
Far right, so a little bit of difficulty here with this kick. See how this one goes. It's our first time seeing NC State's kicking. And that one is going to be no good. So the score remains 15-5. Clemson leading. Middle of the second half here.
NC State wondering how much time is left since the scoreboard went down.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out if they have time to come up from this deficit.
Yeah, I think I overheard someone saying about 20 minutes left, so I'm going to roll with that. And
I think this is good momentum for the Wolfpack.
yeah, definitely nice to see them score. Make this game a little bit tighter, a little bit more competitive here. It's NC State almost the catch, but they hold on to it.
See fewer scrums this half.
Yeah,
me.
definitely. Not as scrummy as the first half.
That's the scoreboard for the game. That is going on, a little scrimmage going on behind us here on Lower Method Field. NC State Club Soccer, I think, scrimmaging themselves.
Yeah.
Wake Forest had forfeited their match today.
All right, you know?
Wow, they're scared. The
Yeah,
power of the
right.
Wolfpack.
Yep, you know it.
I think improper. Looks like wheeling.
Right. And a common problem here with these scrums today. Just trying to
Especially
get
as they
everything figured
get
out.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely. Form definitely breaks down first whenever you get tired. Getting ready for the scrum. There we go. Just Clemson with the ball here, moving it down the far left sideline.
Oh, wow. She's breaking them tackles.
Yeah. It's just, ugh.
Again, aggressive Clemson.
You know it.
The aggressive Tigers.
Yeah, they got the claws out today.
Wolfpack needs to bite back.
Jasmine. All right.
Have a little fun out here.
Yeah, you know, we have fun here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Impressive
Great
throw.
run
that's
there.
what I'm talking about.
Nice
She's
run up the side by their
Yeah.
number 15.
working that sideline. They are. All right. Here's a bit of penalty, and we're just trying to see. I'm hearing Clemson's coach saying it's our ball, so I'm guessing it is Clemson's ball here. All right, yep, here we are. Clemson moving it, trying to score, trying to add some points to this lead. All right.
Great tackle there by the Wolfpack.
And Clemson, moving. Oh,
Wow.
oh,
Wow.
Oh, there she goes.
What
There
a
she
run
goes
there.
again.
And that,
All right.
and I think that's a key player for Clemson right there. Number 12, Hannah Burrell. She was the member that had the penalty and had to come out for 10 minutes.
Right.
But again, she has those great runs for the Tigers.
Exactly. Her presence was missed during that time. Definitely, as we're just gearing up here.
And with the time check, we have 18 minutes remaining in the second.
All right, here we go. Not panic time yet for NC State, but definitely you'd like to get some. You'd like to get some points on the board if you're NC State.
Oh, wow, yeah. 18 minutes left to go. I don't know if you could hear me. I was having some mic difficulties. And alerting our crew that
Yeah,
there
you
was
know,
18 minutes.
I want to keep everybody on the same page here. You know,
That's
communication
key.
on our part,
Yeah.
too.
There you go. Communication in this game, communication from the coaches and the staff, the broadcasting staff.
Yeah.
This is PackTV, where we bring you into the pack.
Yeah, we're a team ourselves. It's all a circle.
Now we see some officiating by the referee, which he also could be called
Sir?
Sir.
A sir.
Sir,
Very
yes.
English game.
A very
you know.
English game.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't want to bring out the English accent, but I have been known to break it out on occasion.
same here.
Yeah, you
Alex
know it. Yeah.
Sawyer.
Yeah, we got a little friendly going on here.
Yeah, a
with,
little friendly.
Yeah, Clemson definitely
You
has
didn't
the
know we
lead
could
right
do
now.
that, huh? We can switch
Yep.
it up. That's what
Yep,
PackTV
there we go.
brings.
PackTV across the pond.
Authentic experience. of rugby.
Authentic. There you go.
All right, yep. Yep, there we
And
go.
there you go, Clemson.
Clemson moving the ball.
Clemson moving the ball. Oh, briskly. Goodness gracious.
My goodness. All right. They
And
are
I-
looking
They're right there at that line.
for the try. Trying to get there, trying to. NC
Let's see.
State's putting up a good fight.
And it looks like Clemson scores again.
Yep. That's going to put them up 20-5.
And then they'll get another chance to kick for a conversion, which is 2 points.
Correct.
Alright, while she gets that out, I'm gonna go tell her to
All right, so you saw Clemson get that score there. And just Clemson trying to get those 2 points on.
Disappointing showing by the Wolfpack, but the season's still young. This is only their second game played together, so there's still a lot of growth to come.
Exactly, still learning, still trying to figure out where people fit in and everything. So definitely still looking to work on some things here for the rest of this game. If you're Clemson, you're definitely proud of the way you played today. Doing a lot of good things.
I would say interchange.
All right, just here with the kick. And
Crowd's a little more quiet as we start to wrap up this half.
Right. It's Clemson showing more of that good passing here, good formations. I mean, you know, it's just hard to tackle one of these Clemson girls with just one person. They got a gang tackle here. Oh, as NC State gets possession.
And Clemson
really just ripped it out of their hands there.
Lots of pressure from both teams.
Exactly. Clemson running with it. All right, there we go. We tried to do a stiff arm.
High tackles.
Definitely something to watch for. It's a repositioning, trying to get some passes going.
Oh man, what a tackle there by Julianne.
Weight room right there.
Julianne Cinnamon, that's an awesome name.
It is.
And she had an awesome tackle.
Correct. All right.
As you just heard. Oh.
And
I
oops.
And I oop.
All right. Okay. Here we go. We have fun here, as I believe this is a possible. I don't know if I can't. Yep. This is a scrum. We have another scrum. Can we get some more cowbell? More cowbell. All right.
Bring the cowbell.
You're excited here.
Now, I heard the Clemson coach tell one of his members that you have fresh legs, you know.
Right.
As they made that substitution, use that to your advantage.
Exactly.
And it's all about up.
Oh, it's so frustrating when they get called for something in the scrum.
Yeah,
that word just to redo it.
Yep.
Oh, man. There we go.
Nice to see so many supporters here for our women's rugby team.
Yeah, definitely.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, we got another scrum here. I'm getting goosebumps. It's just, you know, just gearing up here. See who wins this one.
Another restart for this.
Having some difficulties with getting this scrum together.
And I believe that was more on the Clemson's side there.
Might be. They're kind of at an awkward angle there.
Right.
And, definitely, you know, it's very specific with these scrums. You know, you have to be in certain positions, certain angles. And if you're not there, that's where we get the restarts. So that's what we're having here. You know, as Miranda said earlier, you know, the scrums later in the game, they're a little bit lower than they were when they first started.
Oh, this is frustrating. That's probably the third time that they've had to restart the scrum.
Yeah.
I mean, like
and
you
make
said,
sure
you
it's
can see
right,
it.
you know? That it
I don't think it has a power source. All right, we're getting ready for the scrum. Another scrum.
All right.
Fourth tries a charm.
That's what they say.
Oh, there's the cowbells.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, thank gosh.
Oh.
We got that going.
Yeah, we got that scrum going. NC State's got it. They're moving. Trying to make something work. Oh. It's going to be a whistle there. That's a penalty of some sort. Yeah.
Illegal shift?
Yeah, I believe that's what the motion looked like, illegal movement or something of that sort.
And you had asked me earlier about their positioning, of why they stay so far right or far left, and I think it has to do with their shifting formations.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I'm definitely starting to pick that up.
Now, you wouldn't expect that, though, from a team that has played 6 games already.
Right,
The Clemson Tigers, 3-3.
But I think they're still young, and they're still getting used to some
Definitely something.
rules and regulations.
Right.
Right. Just want to make sure you're doing everything right.
Yeah, and I heard the coach, tell the sir that, I don't think they know, because, they're a young team. They're a young, great team at that.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent on that Clemson team, I'm seeing.
Oh, wow, great run there by the NC State.
Oh, she's bulldozing. She came to bulldoze. It's construction zone here. All right.
Put up the tape.
Yeah, get those Hillsborough people out here. All right. Little local comedy for you. Okay.
As definitely see the fatigue wearing down on these.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking longer to get back up.
Yeah. Right, trying to get some quick passes going. And some movement. Ooh, nice little stiff arm. Not going to work. She's being hauled down, looking for someone to get it to. That's what's going.
With the ball now.
Oof. Nice, good hit, good contact. They're pulling. They're trying to get him down to the ground. Just we try to swing it out here. Oof, they just cannot seem to get past this. It's like a nice little 10-yard gap they're in right now. They've just been there for a minute here. Trying to find openings.
Nice
oh, she's moving. She said, "Get off of me."
Forwards.
All right. Here we go.
Man, way to lead with the shoulder.
Yeah, there we go.
Clemson almost took the ball away, but State was able to keep it.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah. And it's going to be a penalty of some sort, maybe an injury. Ooh, yeah, she's down. Going to need the medic to get out here for that one. Yeah, definitely.
They asked so politely.
Yeah, see the players calling for water. It's it's a cool day today, but definitely they're still running around, ripping and running, tackling, passing. It's exhausting. I'm getting tired just looking at them.
Yeah.
Just
Very
not imagine
visible
expending
sport.
all that energy they're expending. As we see a NC State player down, I hope she's okay. Medics looking at her right now, trying to diagnose what the problem is. As the players refresh and refuel on the sidelines here. It's definitely been an interesting game. Clemson's up 20-5 right now, but it's still been good. It's been a great watch. We've seen a lot of physicality. We've seen a lot of good plays. NC State, as the clock's kind of winding down, not exactly sure they can get back into this one, but we're definitely taking some things we can learn from Clemson. This young team, they're really just they've shown a lot of grit, a lot of determination, a lot of intensity, a lot of energy, and we're really looking to see. Oh, and as we see NC State player, she's able to get up, appears to be on her own power. Okay, you get a little bit of assistance here. It might be a lower leg injury possibly. By the way, she's a little ginger on that left leg, I think. So that's. Well, I guess it would be the right leg.
Looks like it's already wrapped up, so might have tweaked an old injury or something.
Yeah, that's what it's appearing to be.
It's a little frustrating to see this many injuries from the Wolfpack so early on.
Yeah,
only
so
their
early in
second
the
game.
season. Yeah.
At least 3 people have been taken off with injuries.
Hopefully, she won't be out too long. That's what we're hoping for, as the players get back onto the field. And,
Lining up for another scrum here. Taking their time, getting lined up, dealing with the substitution.
All right, we got just under 5 minutes left in this game. NC State, trailing 20-5 right now. Clemson showing a lot of determination, a lot of grit, a lot of energy. Had some really sharp passes, very deliberate with their offense today, and that's led them to this great lead they have right now. As we're gearing up for this scrum here. And definitely.
Sometimes delayed lineups have to do with fatigue, and sometimes they have to do with holding off scores. So maybe Clemson doesn't want to get straight away to any more action.
Yeah, maybe you just get up a little bit slower if you're Clemson. You know, it happens. It happens. It's called time management. You know. So.
Do we know how much time is left?
Yeah, it was just under 5 minutes whenever I went and checked the scoreboard recently.
Okay.
So,
This is where it counts.
Exactly.
Those 5 minutes, what you choose to do, how you choose to use that time.
It shows the DNA of your team. You're down, a sizable lead. Do you just fold or do you just, keep working? That's really what we want to see here. If you're an NC State fan.
I think that'll be a testament to how they do for the rest of the season, is how they respond with a deficit like this.
Exactly. Have another scrum here. All right, Clemson with the ball. They're moving. They're shaking.
An impressive breakaway.
Broke about 3 tackles there. It's quite the play. They're moving. Looking for somebody to get it to. Looking for a pass here. All right. Clemson still moving on offense. Oh, she will not be taken down. She refuses to be taken down. My goodness.
NC State is sure trying to, though.
Yep, they're doing everything they can. What is it? Immovable object versus the unstoppable force? I don't know. Something like that, but that's what was happening there. There's another penalty here.
So the way rugby works is the team captain is supposed to be the only point of contact for the SIR, and then the captain can talk to the coach about certain things. But you see Clemson's coach questioning the SIR about certain calls and what was going on.
Right. All right.
He's asking for a substitution.
We got a little substitution here for Clemson. All right. Appears to be another scrum. Nope. Signal by the cowbell. All right. Just a little repositioning here. All right. Just making sure everybody's in the right position, in the right formation for this scrum. Just putting the pieces together. All right. Here we go. NC State with the ball, moving it, trying to make something happen here. There we go. to be another penalty.
Yeah, I don't see. Are they lining up? I can't. Yeah, penalty, it looks like.
Is that someone down?
Another injury, maybe?
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's hard to tell from here.
Oh, I see the medic running out there. Does appear to be a Clemson player down on the field. Hope she's okay. I wasn't exactly sure what the injury is, where you know, it's located on the body. I couldn't exactly see the play at the time, but you know, it's a physical game. A lot of injuries. It happens. It's a part of the game, but you hate to see it. You know.
Now the coach is coming out on the field. Now, I don't know if that's to. He exchanged words with the sir.
Yeah.
We see the Clemson player now sit up. She was laying flat on her back.
Right.
Talking to the medic now.
So this is interesting. Clemson's coach has been known to speak to refs when they're not supposed to. And somebody was asking on the sideline if coaches were allowed to talk during an injury. And one of the managers said that if the injury's bad enough, they're allowed to go out there.
Right.
So.
You know, you know, she's getting up under her own power. Still communicate with the medic, so it might be something like a head injury or maybe like I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but she doesn't seem to have any like, you know, external body injury. So you know, be safe to say either exhaustion or maybe some sort of head injury possibly.
With this sport, it's common to have knee injuries, shoulder injuries, and concussions.
Right. Just hope she's okay. It's number 22 for Clemson's team.
Now I had Clemson fill out a roster. There's no number 22.
You know, hate to see it, but here she is, and she's staying out there, it looks
wow.
like. So.
Physicality of the sport.
Yeah.
Rugby. Rugby.
Rough and rugby.
Not a sport for the faint of heart. All right, as we're gearing up here. NC State moving. Trying to make something happen here.
Clemson with the tackle.
All right. NC State working it on offense.
And I believe that's time.
Yeah. All right, so that score is going to remain. Clemson wins this. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, no,
redacted.
Not sure what that buzzer was then.
I think it was a penalty.
Oh, it came from the clock.
Yeah,
they might have hit something
bizarre there.
Yeah.
As NC State's moving it on offense.
Oh.
All right. NC State swinging it. It's a mean tackle right there at Clemson.
You know, they're definitely going for the legs.
Yeah,
definitely taking that karate coach from Karate Kid. It's you know, sweep the leg. There we go.
But except this is allowed here.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it's actually allowed here, so it's good coaching on this side. All right. NC State with the ball. Not exactly able to make any forward progress. All right. A long day. Progress. Let me try to speak clearly here.
Another tackle for Clemson.
Yeah. All right. They're moving.
Oh,
that ball was loose.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And that is their sub. That is their sub right there.
Exactly.
Clemson substitute, the one that coach said had fresh legs, making a big play for them.
Yeah, definitely. Showing some of that energy there.
That was a great run.
The juice is loose. All right.
Up.
NC State coming back with it.
All right. Ooh. Oh, whoa. What's happening here? We're seeing some
Let's see.
movation here. Looks like the Yep. Okay.
And that's
So
game.
that
Now
is
that's
the game.
Final score: in Clemson 20, NC State 5.
Definitely a great performance by Clemson's women's rugby team. Was able to get the win today. This is PackTV, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Our son Arjun was 6 weeks old and already had his first intestinal surgery when he was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. CF is a rare, genetic, life-shortening disease that affects every organ in the body and makes breathing difficult. At age 3.5, Arjun looks completely normal, but on his belly are scars from being in the operating room 9 times, which can be a reminder of our family's daily fight to extend his life. Thanks to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, we know we are not in this fight alone. When the foundation was founded in 1955, children with CF rarely lived long enough to attend kindergarten. Today, thanks to the foundation's groundbreaking research, advocacy, and care, some people with CF are attending college, getting married, and starting families. But there is still much work to be done. Until CF stands for Cure Found, for all people with CF, including those like my son Arjun, we will not stop. Help us add tomorrows. Visit cff.org today.
At Potbelly, everything you find is a little bit happier, sweeter, fresher, groovier, and yummier. Why? Because at Potbelly, we know it's never enough to just eat lunch. You gotta feed your smile. Swing by for our new turkey club, handcrafted to make you smile.
This university is on a march to achieve our full potential.
We help empower each other to dream big and do big.
That's why I really love our slogan, Think and Do. When you get these folks from NC State, they don't mind rolling up their sleeves and getting their hands dirty.
Companies want to hire NC State students.
We make something impossible possible.
We've been equipped to go out there and do great things and to change the world.
It's in the DNA of the place. We're here to think and do the extraordinary.
All right, so this was PackTV. I'm Alex Sawyer, joined by Jasmine McCoy and Miranda Janis. And, we just recapped NC State's rugby team playing Clemson's rugby team. And, Clemson got the win today, 20-5. It's a great showing by both teams. We really saw a lot of great action here. This is PackTV's presentation of women's rugby, Clemson versus NC State. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again, bringing you into the pack.